I never thought I'd be saying this, but I did it. I did what they said I couldn't do. They literally tried to force their figures onto me, to tell me that I wasn't capable, I wasn't able. It wasn't for me. It's impossible. It's so funny because now I just laugh because the word impossible is something that I've accomplished. And I did it. Welcome back to another episode of Jho No Say Podcast, where we just be chatting. I am your lovely goddess of a hostess, Jose Akai. What y'all doing? Okay, you guys, we are back for episode 8. And I know, for the people that come back weekly for that thing, I know it's not Tuesday. But y'all, I just started this job, and y'all already know the last time we talked, I was telling y'all how I was on this job hunt or whatever. I had to figure out, work plus podcast plus social media. I'm finding that balance. That's really what my 30s have been since I've been here. I'm not even gonna lie, is really honing in on balance. That is so hard. It sounds so simple, but to juggle and to keep things afloat and make sure that everything is moving smoothly like a system. Everything needs to move smoothly like a system so that you don't get overwhelmed, overbooked, overstimulated, bitched it the fuck, period. So I was doing that, y'all, and I've been trying to work, because at first, when I first started this job, y'all, the money was not looking right. I was just like, y'all, this not gonna make my bills. It's not gonna pay my bills. It's not gonna keep up with the life that I have built for myself. This is not enough money, basically. So I was fighting with the things, y'all, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I got into this, it's not a depression, because I wasn't depressed. I was just discouraged. I didn't know what was to come. I'm just gonna go back on another job hunt to go find the things and look for the stuff and blah, 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 whatever, so have you. But also, it wasn't moving. This is what I have right now. So I still am gonna look for stuff, but I'm just gonna make as much as I can while I'm here. And even when I first got there, y'all, besides the money, there were some people who were welcoming, but it's a big place. It is a lot of people that work there. And there's a lot of people who will be making fucking faces at you, looking at you like, what are you doing here? Very that. And I'm okay with that. I'm so grown at this point in my life that things like that don't bother me. I don't really care to be a part of any one of these 20 cliques that are here. I don't care to be a part of none of it. Once I figured out that we don't share money, because if you ever worked in the service industry, then you know how that goes. There's some tip pools where everybody shares the money. It goes into one big thing and it's distributed, via hours, who was there longest, plus their hourly, and then plus, whatever. And it's not that. So that means that I don't really have to do that, right? I don't have to have that mindset here, because it's low-key every man for themselves. I noticed that they don't run each other's drinks and look out for each other. When I first started working, my first few days, I was running people's drinks because, I'm standing here and they haven't even touched my drink yet, but these drinks are sitting here and they're dying, which means the ice is melting or they're starting to separate, because sometimes they have syrup or citrus helps separate things too. If it sits for too long, you just start seeing things. It don't look appealing or appetizing. You know what I'm saying? Or some of them may have some dry ice in there. So it's bubbling and smoking and doing the things. And it's just bubbling and smoking and sitting there, and nobody's just touching it. So anyway, I say that to say that it really gives every man for themselves. That's really what the tea be. So I don't have to talk to y'all. I don't have to talk to nobody in this bitch unless you are a manager or somebody stopped me to ask for you, and I mean as customers, or it's something pertaining to in the now at the job. But as far as friends go, I'm good off of that. I've learned my lesson with making friends at work. I learned my lesson with making friends at work. And because let me tell y'all why. First of all, this is how we naturally are as people. We go into these spaces and we look for the most close to a friend of a person at a job. And don't get me wrong, you can find friends within, like, employment. I'm not saying that you can't, but this is a thought process for people. We pretty much sift through everybody, we sift through everyone. We start to check to see, like, I like this, and I like this. I like talking to this person. Oh, we had some good banter. Oh, she's funny. Oh, this girl looks out for people. She be making some food. Oh, he does this. And, like, you start to, pretty much do the pros and cons of everybody that you're around, and you pick the one with the most pros, to be honest, that's closest to you, that y'all connect the most, and you befriend them, right? And the friendship goes well. Don't get me wrong. It be good. It be tea. Y'all be like locked in at work. Everybody know you see her, you see me, you see them, you see me. You know how that go. And then they become to get comfortable. Like, people start to get comfortable easy when you're friends with somebody, right? And you start to see the things in them that aren't, what you would really sign up for. Like, if you were outside of this establishment, would this be a person that you would choose to be your friend? You know what I'm saying? Maybe after the honeymoon stage is when it starts to kick in, but it does kick in where you start to really get to see it. That honeymoon phase goes for relationships, and it also goes for friendships too. In the beginning, it's like, ooh, girl, let's go get some food. Ooh, girl, let's go do this. We had so much fun. Let's go do this. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. But when the shit hits the fan, and people become themselves, or you catch them in a different season that does not look like the season that you've been craving, then it starts to be a problem. Now, you don't really care for that person that much. She's getting on your nerves, and you're not answering the phone as much. You're not going out as much. You're focusing on self, like excuse after excuse. But what we do, like I said, we go through these people. We look for the best one that works for us. We befriend them because they are in close proximity. We spend most of our time, for people that are, regular workers, 9 to 5 or 5 to 1, bitch, whatever you work in, whatever shift you on, or overnight. Hey, y'all. You are stuck at these places at least 5 days out of the week, 4 to 5 days out of the week. So you are stuck with these people. This is like being at it's like a family. You grow up with your siblings, but as an adult, you may not talk to any of them anymore. You may not even have, any relationships with any of them, or you might be close to all of them still. Who knows, right? But it's that, blood does not make you closer, and neither does being employed under this same company. I mean, it's just that. So I know better. I've made a many of work friends and tried to take them out of the workspace and realize I don't fucking like you, for real. You're not even my type of jam. You're good for going out. You're good for parties, for work. You're good for maybe some intellectual conversation sometimes. But as far as it being oh my God, let me let you into my world in real life, nah, B. It don't be that. So sometimes you got to catch that shit early. You got to check it. But like I said, at this job, I'm new, and it's so Atlanta. You know what the fuck? Gone, bitch. It's so Atlanta. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, y'all do your thing, whatever. But there is mess. It's messy. It could be messy. There are people there's cliques. There's so many cliques because there's so many workers. And I remember when I first got there, like, the amount of stares and looks and eye rolls and attitudes and dismissive behaviors and fucking rude ass remarks. This manager was like, oh, just go to her. She knows, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I asked her, because they weren't really communicating. I asked her, I said, hey, are y'all out of this? And she was like, who told you that? Oh, I looked and I said, it was a question, just like that. And my cousin was like, just kind of like, don't just let them have it. You're new. You don't want to lose this job and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't hear nothing the fuck you saying right now. I can't even hear, girl. Sorry. I love my cousin. That's my girl. Hey, girl. That's my twin. That's my That's my twin Phoenix. Like, what's the tea, mama? But yeah, I was like, girl, I don't hear none of that. I will never not fucking stick up for myself. I would never allow a bitch to play in my face to talk to me like they stupid. Ever. Ever. The only time that will happen is if I'm mute, bitch. And if I can move my fingers or if looks can kill, you're going to know, bitch, I'm not playing with you. Via the eyes. That's it. And it could be just via the eyes. But it was just little stuff like that, or asking help from people because I don't know, everything because I'm new. I know how to serve. I know how to do the things. I know about alcohol and things of that nature. But do I know how your establishment specifically runs? Probably not. And then, when you start working a new job, learning a job, yes, that's top priority. But really, learning a culture is right after that, and probably right next door to it. It's pretty much parallel. You gotta get into both of them, like literally right away. And it was just not very welcoming. People weren't really doing the speaking and things. And plus, I am new. But when you working at establishments and stuff like that, I'm coming to y'all house. I'm speaking when I walk in the house, but bitch, I'm also not speaking every time I see you if you ain't inviting. Now the people who from the jump who were very like, hi, how are you? Are you this? Are you a server? Are you a bartender? Like, they're asking questions. Those type of people I'm cool to talk to. But for the people that just want to be standoffish when it comes to me, I don't care. Go be standoffish, but just remember, like, they have like this mean girl like thing going on where it's like, you can't sit with us and so on and so forth. Child, when I tell you, I be swinging my ponytail, rocking back and forth, switching body tea, faces, killing it, and I wear makeup every single shift because that's just how I am, y'all. It's not a show off thing. It's not because I feel like I can't live without makeup. I can do that. I am a natural skin girly. Like, I much rather not, right? But when I'm out there and I am making money and I'm working tables or bartending, I'm wearing my makeup because sex sells, beauty sells. Nobody wants to buy a natural girl right away. Not while they're eating. Don't get that fucking skincare shit in my food. Do not get that shit in my food, bruh. So, or your puka shells, bitch, or whatever else you bring to the table. We are not interested. Like, very puka shells, bitch. Very much that, but like, yeah, like that's just how I am. I've always been like that. I remember when I was a kid, not a kid, I was pretty much a teenager and going into my adult years or whatever. But my aunt would always be like, why are you dressing like that? It's just a cookout. We're in the backyard. And I'm like, why are you questioning my fit? This is, okay, FODD. Fit-a-day. Fit-a-day. Hello? I just get like this. My makeup's done. My hair is going to always be done. I might even have on some heels. I don't give a damn. I'm not jumping on a trampoline. And if I do, I'm taking off my heels and I'm getting on a trampoline. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's all, y'all. I remember one time, me and my sister, I went home one time and I was like, let's go to a bar. And she was just like, I don't know. I don't have anything to wear. I'm like, what the fuck you be wearing all the time, girl? She's like, but you all dressed up. I'm always dressed up. This has nothing to do with you. I'm like, girl, do your thing. Wet that fucking hair. Put that bitch in a ponytail. Throw on your shit that you be wearing. Grab a bag and let's roll. Mama needs an espresso martini ASAP. No Rocky. Not a single piece of Rocky. Let's go. And then, it was more of I'm not saying she was like insecure or anything like that, like next to me or anything like that. But, if a person next to you is dressed up, you don't want to be like not for the occasion. It gave that, you know what I'm saying? But I just reassured my sister, like, girl, ain't nothing for you to compete, compare, all that. Girl, we not even that. Wear what the fuck you wear, bitch. I'm here because I want to spend time with me. Just my sister without them fucking kids. Y'all hear that? Without the fucking kids, mine and yours included, and just spending time with my sister. We just going to a bar, girl. It's a cute little 1-2 little tavern. We going to tavern. We going to see tavern real quick. Nothing serious. Nobody in here that's worth seeing. I'm just always dressed. That's just how I am. I go everywhere like this. I live in Atlanta, bitch. You never know who you gonna see when you walk out the door. And I'll be damned if my puka shells get in somebody famous food. Let me start, y'all, for real. No, ain't nothing wrong with a natural girly. I swear, y'all, I promise I wear my natural skin more than I even touch makeup. But the puka shells in the fucking food will get me every time, y'all. So, but it's just who I am. And I just need people to understand that I hate, also, another disclaimer. I hate when people question what I do for myself. Don't ask me why I do that, bitch, because it's for me. Why are you wearing that? I remember this one time, and this is going with the coworker thing. This one girl, I had my nails done. I think they were like a green, like a dark green with a blue undertone. Something. It was cute, right? It was very cute. Obviously, if I got them, I'm never walking out of a salon, a beauty salon, a nail salon, any type of salon or anything, and not get what I'm coming for. Not get what I'm asking for. You're not about to play with in my face like that. You're not gonna do that. So, I was about to take my nails off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. Girl gonna say, thank God, because I hated them nails. Excuse me. I said, bitch, they're my nails. What do you mean? Like, they ain't got nothing to do with you. I didn't need that comment. The fuck? I got them because I like them, and you waited this whole time to say that? You could have kept that shit to your motherfucking self. She was like, I'm just saying, like, you're getting them done anyway. No, bitch, because I never needed that. And it goes into the first of all, this ain't even about the topic, y'all. This ain't even got nothing to do with what I was supposed to be talking about today, but I need to get this off my chest because the fuck. I don't play with people making fucking jokes that are like below the belt or about my appearance or my skin. Or you can never make a joke that's pertaining to me, my child, my loved ones, and me not take it. I'm always gonna be offended. I don't want to hear, oh, you're so sensitive, bitch. I'm a Pisces. Duh. Hello. Yeah, I am sensitive, bitch. It's in the job description when you sign up to be a Pisces. March 2nd at that, hoe. I am. But also, I understand the human mindset, the thought processes of a human being. And I know a lot of reasons of why people do certain things that they do. When you do stuff like that, when you're saying, oh, you're this, you're that, or trying to make fun of somebody just to be funny, there's always truth under that. That's just a blanket. That laughter is just a blanket of nervousness because you don't know what's going to happen next, for one. For two, you believe what you're saying. And you know you do. You just want to make sure it seems more cushiony. It's more fluffier. If you put shit inside of the middle of a Rice Krispie treat, it does not still make it that same delicious Rice Krispie treat, ho. It's shit filled. So you're not going to fill my stuff up and just throw stuff at me. Because the thing about it is, y'all, words do affect people. I don't know why people be like, oh, it does not bother me. Yeah, it may not bother you in that moment. It may not have really stuck with you in that moment because you took it as a joke. So since you took it as a joke because that's how they presented it, even though it was clear to see that they were trying to be funny, it's cool, right? But then they do it again, and then somebody else does it, and then somebody else does it, and now it's starting to sink in a little bit. And before you know it, not even when you're realizing it, you're starting to get affected by this in a way where you are believing these things. These jokes have now become truth. You said it enough, you heard the shit enough, and now it's real. For me, the way I really realized all of this and realized how people think and move and things of that nature and why I don't play with a fucking joke. When I was younger, me and my siblings, bitch, we cut. Not even just my siblings, my family all together. If y'all know, we gonna cook each other's soup. We gonna Terrence each other's ass. We gonna say the things. We gonna make fun of each other. That's what we've grown up doing. And I think that's also a defense mechanism to dealing with trauma. Let's just be real. You gotta laugh at your pain. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out. But they'll make fun of me about whatever the hell is whatever. At the time, I had a gap in my teeth. I was very bones, bitch. I was skinny. Thin mints is what they always called me. But back then, I was the truest of thin mints. I'm talking about barely anything in the inside. No chocolate even needed. Bones, bitch. And I used to get made fun of for, all these things. But it was all in good fun, right? I didn't feel it, right? I didn't feel the things. Then I started to go to grade school. Now I'm out in the world and people aren't liking me. And when they're talking about me or bullying me or wanting to fight me or we're getting into an argument, they're saying the same shit as my siblings and my family. But this time, it's not in good fun. They're saying it to hurt my feelings. But the thought of it all, and to bring it all together, my siblings and my enemies are saying the same thing about me. At what point do you think that I'm not going to believe this? Huh? Anyone? No. I'll take the first raised hand. You over there. Exactly. You don't have a fucking answer. Put your hand down. It is really just that. And I am a sensitive person. And please don't ever think that when I say I'm sensitive, I'm saying it in a negative connotation, because one thing about a Pisces, sensitivity is the key to fucking success. If I can't feel things, I will be in a whole heap of trouble. I can feel it all. Empathy. Being an empath is all about feeling. All about when I'm in a room, the energy in the room. I know when to walk away from a situation, and plus I got street smarts too. Baby, I've only been jumped one time. Okay? Uno. All right? Nothing serious, right? And it's because I don't put myself in predicaments to be around a bunch of people that don't like me or don't know me or can try something. No, bitch, I'm going to be somewhere by myself where I know it's going to be safe, or I'm going to be with people I know going to ride the fuck out if shit do hit the fan. It's just that simple. Huh? Who was that? Okay, girl, they begging me to tell the story about when I got jumped. I guess this is what this is turning into. So it is what it is. So anyway, y'all. So this was, I think I was like 17, and I went to go meet my cousin. She wanted to go to this party, turn up, do the things, whatever. And I met her, and then she was like, oh, my best friend is going to pull up on us or whatever. We got to go meet her halfway. And I said, okay, this is before the bitches was driving. I was driving, but you know what I'm saying? Her friend lived down the street. We're just going to walk and go grab her real quick and come back. I'm always down for a good scroll. So anyway, we had to go get her. And as we're heading to go get her, I'm like, mind you, we're in the hood, bitch. That should have been the disclaimer before the disclaimer, but we are in the hood, okay? And I'm trying to think the right way. So I said, let's go on the main street instead of being on these side streets where it's pretty much dark. It's, a few, street lights, out there. It's bright as fuck almost. You know what I'm saying? It give midday on the main streets. Back here, bitch, it give in middle of the night. And I don't like that. I don't like when I can't see shit and things is moving in the night. I don't need all that. So I want to go somewhere where people won't do anything to us because we're out in the open on a main street and things. So we head over to the main street. We told her to meet us on South Broad Street, ho. For the people from my hood know what's up. So anyway, we walking down and we see this group of people. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, we should probably cross the street. But I was like, you know what? No, because you don't need to walk across the street because it makes it seem like you're avoiding this group specifically. And that's also like a trigger. Bitch, people been trying to square it with me for a long time. I know the signs. So, I'm thinking in that sense, right? I should have just went with my first mind. So we walk up to the group, and I see a girl in the group that I know. It's a whole bunch of dudes. It's all dudes. It's just one girl. And I'm like, oh, hey, girl. Now, we call each other cousins. We're not cousins, but y'all know how that go. You know how black people get down. We're calling each other cousins, so whatever the case may be, but whatever. The main nigga that was in the group was her best friend. Her best friend. The main nigga that was in the group was her boyfriend. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Like, this makes it more comfortable. Like, he the main nigga. She's my quote-unquote cousin. You know what I'm saying? Period. We should be good. Let's keep on walking. One of the dudes walked over to me and was like, what that red be like? Because I had on a red hoodie. I said it's just a color. Mind you, they're Bloods, y'all. Y'all remember when Bloods and Crips was a thing? I don't know if it's still going on. I really can't check. I got to check my emails. I don't know. I haven't gotten it. But they were Bloods or whatever. He's like, what that red be like? And I'm just like, it's just a color. It's just a hoodie. Do I look like I'm affiliated with anybody? Mind you, they're Bloods. So why are you asking me what my red be like? What about blue? I mean, clue. Bitch, because you know the Bloods cannot say no B's. Yeah. We're going back to the brib. We're going back to the brib. We're going back to the brib, ho. So I said my little one, or whatever the case may be, and we started walking off, right? Because I'm ready to just fucking go. And the girl was like, just leave. The one that was my so-called cousin, she was like, just walk off because they're going to try to jump you. Like, just leave, right? So I started walking off. So two of the boys come next to me, both of them. Now, mind you, we're already crossing a street. We're already stepping onto the next block because they're in the corner at the store. So we're already pretty much walking away. I have 2 phones, y'all. I always had 2 phones. I had my Chirp. Where you at? And I also had my monthly, which was my Sprint phone. You know, call me after 7. And I always had both my phones. My other phone was in my pocket, but my Chirp was on my hip. You know, we had a clip in the hip and all that good stuff. And I just got my phone, y'all. And I was one of them. I'm a gizmo and gadget girly, and I told y'all that before. I really love to get the newest shit. That'd be me. I don't know. I've always been like, I love tech. I'm a tech, really. Like, black girls in tech, trans girls in tech. What's T, Papa? Yeah. So the boys came next to me and was like, the one was like, give me your phone. I said, no, you're not getting my phone. My mouth is always going to still move no matter what kind of danger I'm in, y'all. Mind you, my cousin, my actual cousin, this is my blood cousin. She's with me, and she's just like trying to figure out what the fuck going on because nothing's happening. They're just talking, but she's a little bit behind, like a couple steps behind me. And he was like, give me your phone or we gonna jump you. I said, well, y'all might as well start jumping me because ain't nobody getting my fucking phone. Once again, my mouth. Now, mind you, it's probably like 10 of them, maybe 10 niggas, and me and my girl cousin. And the one boy he put his arm around my shoulder and walked me into the street. He was like, come on, just come with me. I don't want them to jump you. Come on, come with me. As he's holding on to my shoulder, this nigga jumps on my back. And what the fuck did I do? I grabbed that nigga's shirt from the bike and I flipped that nigga over my head. Boom, he hit the ground. Mink. When I say I was fucking him up bad, y'all, I was fucking him up because I'm pissed now. Now I'm mad as fuck because I know I'm about to get jumped. I know y'all gonna jump me. And because y'all want my fucking phone, I was mad. So, bitch, I'm whop. He couldn't even move, bitch. And he was the leader of the motherfucking group. Beating his ass. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground with him. Bitch, I'm on top of him. Mink. Then, boom, I get hit in the back of the head. Somebody kicked me in the back of my motherfucking head. People kicking me in my back. People swinging on me. And, bitch, when I say I focus on him. Whenever you're getting jumped, you focus on the bitch with the most motherfucking mouth. Okay? You focus on that hoe, especially because this nigga was a leader with the most mouth. He was running the group and he had the most mouth. I'm about to dust your motherfucking boots, hoe. So, mink. I'm beating his ass. They doing it. And next thing you know, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not getting hit no more. I'm still on top of him. I look and all of them are running. I'm like, what the fuck they running for? Bitch, I must be really whooping ass. So I'm still going back and forth. So I'm still hitting him. I look up and my cousin was on the sidewalk and the fake cousin was trying to fight my cousin. Mind you, the fake cousin is a big girl. She's not fat, but she's tall. You know, me and her probably like the same height. She probably like 5'10" or whatever the case may be. But you could tell that bitch hit hard if she would hit hard. That's what it was giving. So I'm done with him because, bitch, he's busted up and done up. He done up in this bitch. So I get up and I quickly go over there and I jump in the fake cousin face. I'm like, bitch, what's up? Like, what's up? Mind you, my cousin was out there punching boys too, because when I was getting jumped, she was fighting. My blood cousin was out there mink, swinging on every nigga that was near me. I just looked up and I see her punching. I'm like, okay, cool. Bitch, I ain't in this bitch alone. So I'm whooping his ass, but then I jumped in her face. She was like, we cousins. I said, no, bitch, that's my cousin. She out here fighting with a real one while you over here fucking playing. So if you got a problem, you have to fucking fight me, bitch. That was the last time I seen her or spoke to that bitch. Yeah, I don't play that shit, ho. When I'm in the field, I'm going to need you to get in the field. Any bitch that want to stand around and be like, oh, no. Bitch, you got to catch them hands next. Simply. So, everything is done. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's running away. This nigga is hopping away. I don't know what the hell's going on with him, but he's hopping away. And I ended up checking my hip. Girl, my chirp is gone. Just why them niggas ran, because they got my fucking phone. But they don't have my other phone. I jumped on my monthly phone. Bitch, come on, Sprint. I jumped on my phone and I called my cousin. She is my twin too. All my cousins are like, I'm close with them. I'm close with my one in Jersey, my one in Florida, and my one here in Atlanta. They're like this is my inner circle. These are people I just talk to about everything, whatever. Anyway, I called her and I said, bitch, why the Bloods just jump me? She said, what? Where you at? I said, I'm on South Broad. She was like, I'm on my way, girl. Three cars deep. 3 cars deep. They pull up. Where they at? Who was it? I said it was these niggas, and this is the group they went, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. Next day, bling, 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 bling. Hello? Hey, I have your phone. You can come pick it up. Yeah, I didn't brush my teeth, bitch. Ain't even brushed my teeth. I just got jumped, bitch. So, yeah, let's go. Jumped in that damn car, flew over there, got my phone. The reason why is because one of the boys, too, that they gave the phone to, try to pass the phone over to, he was a young Liberian boy. LIB for like, you already know what's going on inside here. That mama, that she don't play that. Oh, my, don't play by her song. Her picking, oh, baby, please. You come inside here, you will get your ass flopped. Oh. The mom wasn't playing. She said, oh, absolutely not. Who phone is this? I didn't buy this for you. Return it. He didn't, man, deleted all my contacts, my pictures. I didn't even give a fuck, bitch. I got my phone back out because I just spent a good little coin on that bitch. I wasn't trying to do that again. So I got my phone back. Thank God they gave it to the Liberian boy, or I would have never got my shit bike. Never got a bike. So it sucked, you know what I'm saying, that I got jumped. But this is the only time I got jumped because, bitch, I know my discernment. I be all over the place when it comes down to it. I don't play that. My mind is everywhere. I'm looking at things. I'm ADHD, bitch. What was that? Who said that? What was that smirk on your face? Bitch, I don't play that. Because everybody is doing things for their own reasons, and you just don't know if those reasons are going to affect you in a horrible way. We don't do that. Y'all, I just wanted to come here and chat with y'all to give y'all like some tea. Just bring y'all through something, tell y'all what was going on with me and why I did not post on an actual Tuesday. I don't know if that's going to be like a standard day thing, especially because I do have a job now. But it's going to be once a week for sure. But Tuesday was just my thing because I didn't have a job. I wasn't doing shit, bitch. I can produce every Tuesday. But if it don't come on Tuesday, y'all do not fight me. Because I don't want to have to put my hands on y'all. And it just be that, y'all. But I just really wanted to come and update y'all on the damn team. And then my son also, he's going to school next month. It's July. He'll be going in August. That is like, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm feeling. I want him to be great and I want him to have the things, but I'm going to miss my son being home. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I've been working, I haven't really seen him much because we've been like, he goes to work, I'm going to work. All we doing is working. So I miss him. I miss his face and things of that nature. So I know when he goes to school, bitch, I'm going to be a wreck for a little bit. Somebody going to talk about just go live life. Yeah, bitch, shut up. You go live life. Don't you tell me nothing, bitch. Who the fuck you think you pulling my shirt at? Please. So Been thinking with that, dealing with that. Duncan, child, his ass. I love him, and he'll be here, and I think he's going to stay the size that he is. He's small, which I like, which means I can take him places and things like that. I don't no longer feel like I regret getting a dog. Just want to put that out there, because I did. I was trying to sell his ass bad, but he's so fucking cute. He fits right into the family, and I love my little baby. I do got some stuff coming, y'all, but I'm going to wait till it comes so that we can explain it. We can go through it or whatever case may. I'm working on something right now that I will be presenting on the podcast, so y'all just stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming to episode 8 or whatever. Okay, y'all. It is what it is. I said what I said. And whatever. It's just a podcast. All right, y'all. Cue my outro. Because now that it's done, I made it on top. The word impossible is not impossible for me. And that's why I'm going to keep moving and keep doing it. Everybody's so quiet because there's nothing left to say.